I want to go to one of the earliest supposed predictions, and that was the Seigfried and Roy tiger attack. So this was predicted in 1993, and then in 2003, it happened where Roy was attacked by a white tiger in one of his shows.
Yeah, so anyone not aware, Seigfried and Roy were a stage show in Vegas.
Yeah, they became lovers, didn't they, as well?
I didn't know.
Yeah, so they were lovers as well.
I didn't know that. I don't see how it's relevant either.
No, it's just an interesting fact for people who don't know who they are.
But yeah, they were. They had Siberian tigers, the big white and black tigers, and they'd have them doing certain stunts on stage and stuff. It was sort of like death-defying. And, this is amazing. And then in an episode in '93, the Simpsons go to Vegas, go see Seigfried and Roy gets savaged by a tiger on stage. And then in 2003, it happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, if anything...
Straight up prediction there.
If there was ever going to be a form of potential inevitability going to occur, you sticking your head in a tiger's mouth...
5 days, twice a day, for 5 days a week for 20 years.
At some point, something's going to get... Yeah. You know, I think... Anybody who dices with danger, something bad's going to happen. And if you dicing with animals, like fucking tigers, it's not a pussycat. It's a...
Well, no, actually, I'm going to disagree with you, right? Because a tiger is very fucking similar to a pussycat.
It's just a little bit bigger and a bit grumpier.
And I mean in terms of, like, its fucking mentality, because I remember my grandma's cat, Charlie, soft as hell, really gorgeous cat, big fat fucker, a house cat, never went out anywhere. And you'd be sat at my grandma's and he'd come up and he'd lay on your lap and like, I want stroking now, and you'd be stroking him. And then he'd roll over and he'd belly tickle, so I belly tickle, he'd just sat having a cup and chatting away to my grandma and stuff. And then suddenly he'd just turn, like sink his claws in and start back claws ragging at your forearm and like, the fuck is that? Like, just decided he don't want strokes now, so he's going to disembowel your arm.
So, I mean, and we had a cat, a big fat black and white cat called Seigfried. Very ingenious.
I remember this growing up.
Seigfried cat.
Seigfried cat, genius name.
But as he got older, his hunts got bigger and bigger as well. So, like all other cats, you'd find, you know, mice, gerbils, birds, and then started getting. He'd bring back a rat. You're thinking, fucking hell, a rat. And then one day, you just hear this. You'll have heard the noise, but if anyone's ever heard the noise of a fox,
Yeah.
And my cat, and you open the fucking front door, and my cat is sat on top of a baby fox.
Got it. Just see the fucking woman. I fucked that up.
I got the
too big to
bastard.
carry on, but I brought you this.
I got the bastard.
Tonight we eat like kings.
So I stroked him till I let go. Actually, I thought the fox was dead. Baby fox up off. And I had to fucking hold him back. No. You don't need to give me a fox.
Cats look at you like, fucking stupid you. When I brought us dinner.
Exactly.
You can't hunt for shit, can you?
And exactly the same as you. He'd be so lovely, then he'd tickle his belly, both arms round, rip you to shreds. And this is a fucking house cat, right? Who I feed, I play with. I don't keep him in a cage. I let him out outside, give him treats and all sorts, and he'd still
He
take
would disembowel you at a moment's notice.
Without a doubt.
Just depending on what mood he was in. And when he was like, oh, you must have wound him up. No, he was sat there nice and quiet and loving and he was purring. 1 second he's purring, the next minute he's disemboweling me.
I reckon what it was is he went, do you know what? I'm at 15 years old now, but I remember when I was 6 months old, I used to have balls. You took them off me.
You took them off me. I'm fucking yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of like where I'm trying to get to here is that house cats, domesticated cats, fucking psycho and mental.
They don't give a shit, man. They'll chase anything.
What do you think is going to be the same? What do you think a tiger who's been kept in a cage for 20 years is going to be like?
It doesn't matter how many times you tickle his belly. One day's going to eat it.
He's fucking mental. And I think this is, you made a good point with being like, 20 years it's an inevitability. I think there's a bit of inevitability and a bit of complacency to this. So I think there's, 20 years you've been doing this stage show, you're going to have your marks on stage, your little first trick of black crosses where you stand here, red cross for that one. And I think maybe I reckon they've got some kind of, I don't know exactly, I'm just trying to play this out in my head, that they've got somewhere you see him stood with the cat doing some kind of trick and it looks like they're really close and it's death defying, when actually they're stood like that 4 foot behind it, he's 4 foot in front of it.
Good camera angle.
But we're looking from the stage, they're like they're right next to each other. And I reckon he's got maybe a step or two back from his mark. Because he's been doing this 20 years, he knows how to do it. He's like, I don't need to look at his mark anymore. He knows where he's supposed to stand. And he stood a little bit back, and the tiger's gone, fucking having you. That's it.
Well, what his actual excuse was, or what the supposed story is they were on stage, and the tiger is a 7-year-old white tiger called Montecore. And what he veered off script. This is his own fault. So he went with a microphone to the tiger, fucking growling tiger, and said, "Say hello."
Which
Like,
is
what?
not being trained to do, or it's not part of the
So
script.
it's going to growl. Anyway, he bit his shirt, and he went, "Release!" Told it to release. And when he said release, he got really light-headed, supposedly, fell over backwards, and tigers went on top of him and went, "Good night."
Hello! Been waiting 7 years for this, you fucker.
But he supposedly said, so, Roy, he said, oh, well, actually what had happened is, just like a baby tiger, do you call them cubs, don't you?
Yeah.
So, he saw me in jeopardy because I'd fallen and I had a stroke. So he picked me up by my head to look after me and drag me off stage. They had to fight him off with a fire extinguisher, this tiger.
Yeah, and all the claw marks down his side and all the fucking bite marks and injury went bit you 58 times. He was just trying to get a good grip to carry him into safety.
Yeah, honestly, I promise. But for me, that just sounded more like he's trying to save his career. Like, no,
Yeah.
I didn't scare this tiger. We didn't mistreat her or anything. He was trying to look after me. You know, he's trying to save his career. There's no fucking way the tiger's trying to save his life there.
That's the thing that annoys me with people and animals is that we anthropomorphise them. We put a personality onto animals, which I love. I've had this conversation before with a friend. She's got 2 cats, and she always talks to me. I sat on the like the banister. She comes in and marrying it, and she's like, "I love you. You wait for me to go with you." And we've been up to the day. My mum is back right now. And I was like, yeah, you're sat there, and the cat's going, meow, meow. And you're like, let mommy put her bag down and she'll feed you. Like, that cat's sat there going, you need to do your taxes, you fucking idiot. Your tax return is due in a week. Like, what are you blabbering about, you fucking dick? And you're going, oh, he's a gorgeous, he's a lovely boy, he loves me. And he's going, you feed me, I tolerate you. You know?
That's cats for you. It's not unlike dogs. Cats go, I'll stay here, but just because you feed me.
Yeah. I'm going to go out and do my own thing. I might come back once a day.
And bring you back a fox.
But you know, a dog, you know, like you get up to go and get a glass of water. Dog's like, where are you going? Can I come with you? This is brilliant adventure, yeah!
I can't survive without you.
But we do anthropomorphise animals. We put our idea of a personality onto them.
Of course we do, yeah.
And he's doing the same here. He's going, oh, it's just because he saw me down, he thought I would have dangerous, trying to carry me to safety. No, you kept him in the cage for 7 years. You've whipped him until you're base to do these tricks. You've gone down, you're in range, and he's gone, my turn.
Exactly, last.
You know, it might only take you 10 seconds to get that whip out and all that tranquilizer gun and get me, but it's going to be a fun fucking 10 seconds.
Exactly, I've got my mouthful of head here.
Yeah, it's like, it might take you 10 seconds to get me shot and put me to sleep, but how many seconds of biting can your head take?
I don't know what happened to the cat afterwards, obviously, but to go back to the cartoon, because you are a cartoon, predicted something in 1993 that was extraordinarily likely to come true. It's like saying Evel Knievel might break a bone.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, you know, because you saw him break his bones in some of the cartoons.
I reckon someone's going to climb Everest and die doing it.
But
you know,
it was inevitable. I keep saying that word, but it genuinely was. Circus things happen all the time. Elephants escape.
You can put so many safety measures in place, but if you're going to be incompetent, you're going to be complacent, then those safety measures, you know, I was saying like being from like a stage camera angle or whatever, just as a kind of, this is as safe as you can get because the tiger can't reach you from here, but it still looks good from the audience angle. And if you've been doing 20 years and you step back a little bit and that tiger goes, I can reach you now, it's not your safety measures that have failed, it's your complacency, your incompetence.
And again, going to a tiger with a microphone going, say hello.
Oh, fucking on, please.
Who are you?
But also, the other side of it as well is, this is just another gag to be written. It's like, oh, right, Simpsons are going, like, so you can imagine the writer's room sat on a table going, right, Simpsons are going to Las Vegas. What they're doing so they're going to Las Vegas, what they're doing in Las Vegas. I've got to see Seigfried and Roy. They've been on stage for 20 years at Vegas at the Mirage, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mirage
Yeah.
Hotel, yeah.
They've been on that. I think they're the longest. Or Celine Dion overtake. I think Celine Dion might have overtaken them now, but at the time they were the
Both
longest.
of them are wonderful watches.
Yeah, they were the longest serving residents at Las Vegas.
Wow.
So you're going to go see them because everybody goes sees them. That's why they've been there 20 years. Right? So alright, so let's go see Seigfried and Roy. What happens? Oh, well, they have these tigers and they do these tricks and like. I don't even think the tricks that are in the cartoon are on stage. Like, no, they get to jump through a flaming hoop.
Oh yeah, I
and
don't
stuff.
think they went that far.
And that's not on stage, you know. So they're like exaggerating. But then, imagine like, right, so they go to Vegas, go see Seigfried and Roy. That's what everyone does. Would it be fucking nice if the tiger mauled them though?
Yes.
Yeah, that never happens.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you travelled, your one family vacation, you travelled the length of the country to go, because we don't know how far away Springfield is, because we don't know where it is.
No, they've tried to show us on the map a couple of times, someone got in the way, but...
Yeah. So it's like, oh, the crew have travelled the entire length of America to go to Vegas to see Seigfried and Roy, just to see them get mauled by tigers. That's funny as fuck. Put that in. And it is believable that it happened, because it's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah, I mean...
And it did.
Nothing more than just embellishing on something they've seen.
It's that thing that you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt.
100%. Or I play with the tiger, you're going to get bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just the way it works.
Oh, they didn't mean to do it. My tigers love me. Yeah, you whip them and keep them in cages. I'm sure they fucking love you.
Oh yeah, absolutely love you.
Yeah. It won't be confusing for a tiger at all to like jump through a hoop and have like fucking 10,000 people cheering and hollering and whooping. Like, yeah, the tiger loves that.
And just as we said though, you know, we all know cats have all had cats who've been bred to be house cats, but they've still got that innate urge to go
No
hunt.
matter how domesticated a cat is. I mean, it's the reason we have, even as domesticated cats, I don't know what you do in the UK, around the world, but in the UK, we have a cat called has a little bell on it. Do you know why?
So fucking know where it is at all times.
No.
Why is that?
It's to stop it killing stuff. So when it goes out and it like sees a magpie or a baby fox in your cat's case, and it sees it and it's getting ready to pounce, as it goes to pounce, the bell starts ringing. So it gives the animal a little bit of advance warning that, you know, the cat can't stalk up because the bell just rings.
I just imagine the bird going, I can hear a bell. Can you hear a bell?
Can you hear a bell? Can you hear? Fuck!
Exactly.
But no, that's the idea. That's why we put cat bells on. That's why we put bells on cat collars, is just to kind of give wildlife a fighting chance that, you know, a little bit of noise to kind of startle it before the cat rips its head off.
It doesn't always work.
It doesn't always work, no, but that's the reason we put them on. So we
Because
know,
they've got a bell around your neck.
even though they're domesticated and gorgeous and lovely pets, we still put a bell on them to stop them killing shit when they go outside.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like...
And I've never put my head in my cat's mouth.
No, I don't think I trust a cat with it, let alone a tiger.
So yeah, I think we can safely say
That's done.
we think this is bullshit.
Well, it's not bullshit. It's a
Well, it's not a
well-written gag. It's not a prediction. It's you wrote a joke about inevitability. Like, this inevitably happened. You can believe it had happened. When someone went, oh, Roy got fucking mauled on stage. Like, fuck, that's shocking. You just went, really? That happened before. Like, this is the first time. Most of us are sat there, man. I don't know if it's an actual genuine reaction around the world or just because we're sick. I'm going to talk about this with my friend at the time, my housemate, and just going, fucking get in. Well done, Tiger.
When I heard about it, it's like, how did it take this long?
Yeah.
It's like, what? How? Why did it take this long?
But
for
we
this to happen?
banned, in the UK, we banned animals in circuses in the 90s, in 92, between 96 or between there, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
We banned animals in circuses just because it's not fair, it's not their natural environment. Tigers are naturally meant to stand on a box and jump through a hoop. It's not natural.
Jeez.
But yeah, it's a well-written gag, and it's a fun gag, like, oh, you're going to go see the biggest show in America, wouldn't it be funny if it went wrong? And how would all the family react to it? Lisa would be mortified, Bart and Maggie would be laughing their heads off.
I can't say it was funny, but I also can say that I could have written that quite comfortably.
Yeah, I could have quite written something along those lines. And I'm sorry that Roy got mauled and got injured quite badly.
Oh, I did, yeah. Before I died, yeah.
And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
Well, on that bombshell.